I just signed up under my husband's name, and now I still buy from them, so I showed them poo-poo head. So while I was in Jackson, I got a package in the mail and never got around to opening it, so I'm going to open this package. And this came from a Goodwill, from shopgoodwill.com, and I just wanted to tell y'all, I was blocked from this particular buyer because they sent me a lot of porcelain dolls. I bought some porcelain dolls from them, and they shipped them without any wrap at all. They just piled them up in a box, and they did no wrapping whatsoever. And what happened was the boxes came and they were just destroyed. I might still have photos of them, and if I do, I'll plug them in. But probably just don't have them anymore. Anyway, the box, oh, you know what? I think I did a blog on it, so I'll have to go check with that. Anyway, it was a hot mess, and the dolls were all broke. Well, not all broken. Several dolls were broken. The box was just demolished when FedEx delivered it. It was so bad that FedEx took pictures of it and said, and it was a used box, I should say. So it was like a Charmin box or something, but you know what I mean, like a box for another product that they just recycled, and it was in terrible shape. So even FedEx took photos of it because they did not want to be responsible for it. They said that the dolls weren't wrapped, so they should not have to be responsible for if they filed a claim or anything. So anyway, I contacted them, and they would not give me my money back. The sellers on this particular Goodwill would not give me my money back. And then they went on this long sob story. This is we count on donations and all that. And yes, I understand you do, but I also can't. When I purchase something, I expect to get what I purchased and not some, broken up stuff. Well, the other problem with this order, so they said, it was huge. I'm talking like, I think there's 2 boxes or maybe even 3, but the whole point was there were so many dolls. Like, I think there were 70 dolls altogether. And they're like little bitty porcelain dolls to, big dolls, but they were so nasty. They'd come from a smoker. Sorry, not to diss on smokers, but they had that smell. But they were also like grimy. They had the nicotine film on them, but you couldn't see this in the picture because the picture was very dark, and a lot of dolls and it was taken like at a distance, so you could not see the actual dolls. I just knew, hey, it's a pretty good deal on a bunch of dolls. So I did that. I should say they kind of wrapped this nice. This box is really heavy, which is why I'm doing it in my foyer. It's been sitting in my foyer for over a week now. But I love this. I mean, they did at least wrap with some bubble wrap, but from what I'm looking at, they did not wrap the dolls. So anyway, getting back to this story, I ended up having to contact the head of shopgoodwill.com to say, this was a little bit ridiculous that they did this. And I told them I would gladly ship the dolls back, provided they paid for return shipping. They didn't want to pay for return shipping. So it got to be like a big ordeal. So what they did is they did end up, I think I had to go through PayPal or something. I mean, I really had to go to another level to be refunded. But the whole time I was like, I will send them back. I will send them back. But provided they paid the return shipping. So, because I don't know, companies get like a retail discount where I didn't, because I would have to take these to a store. I couldn't go through my eBay or anything like that to get any kind of shipping discount, so it would cost me a lot more money. So it just became a big deal. These dolls were so bad, I could not even donate them. They were so nasty. I would not feel good about donating them. So I ended up getting my money back because I had to go up to another level and go through PayPal to get it back, or whatever I did. Or maybe it was American Express. I don't even remember now. In the meantime, this particular Shop Goodwill blocked me. Well, they do have a lot of porcelain dolls, and it was kind of sad because I was like, oh man, that's such a good deal on porcelain dolls. And I just signed up under my husband's name, and now I still buy from them, so I showed them poo-poo head. However, I've not had any more problems from them, except for right now, because I'm looking at these dolls and they're not packed. Now, anytime I buy a porcelain doll. I have like a copy and paste that I do explaining how to wrap dolls. And it's funny because see here, they're using the bubble wrap, but they have not wrapped the dolls. And it's a real easy, well, an easy way to pack them. It has to do a little bit. All right, so they did good. Okay, so they did a pretty good job. He's just missing his hand. Oh, no, he's not. It's right here. So they did a good job. This was actually a pretty good job. Unfortunately, they wrapped his feet and his whole leg. All of this is porcelain. But it doesn't feel like he broke. But this is all, it's got like the porcelain body. So they did kind of wrap the feet. But these dolls are nasty. I wasn't worried because, you know, what I'm going to do with them, it doesn't matter. I'll clean them up for that. This is the funniest doll. I mean, oh my gosh, the face is hilarious. I think these dolls can wear, it's got doll clothes on, but it looks like they can actually wear baby clothes. They're pretty nice sized. And they're little out, her little outfit's all torn up anyway. So anyway, can you get that face? That is just hilarious. But it is kind of a life-size doll, so this is the kind of doll I like to work on. And these really creepy big eyes. Oh my gosh, you're in there, girl. I don't know what it is about Shop Goodwill. They have like, maybe it's a way of sanitizing or just spraying, hosing everything down with the spray that has this uniform smell. So I got a really good deal on these dolls. They're all like by the same company or artist. Sorry, gotta make noise. This is that is something I needed to look at. I wanted to see. Okay, these are Ashley Bell dolls, so they are by company. So all their clothes are just like nasty. All the clothes. Oh, the other thing, they use this lip color that I hate. This is like yellowed, and it already looks dead. How about that? Yeah, this is another Ashley Bell. Check out that cute little face. Oh my gosh. And like I said, once again, pretty much life size that I could dress. Don't hit me. That I could dress in clothes that are vintage, the vintage christening gowns, because of their babies back then were a lot smaller. So if you get into the really good turn of the 19th, 20th, whatever, other century, Victorian century, that you can get some very tiny gowns. And so the dolls, certain size dolls, they fit really well. In fact, I get these little king state type dolls, and they're really little, but that is the perfect size if you actually find a true vintage Victorian gown, christening gown. And the ones I get are usually torn up anyway, so I get them for pretty good prices, but very rarely do I get them for less than, say, 20 bucks. And then I have to ship them, which is pretty cheap to ship. So here's another one that, one of the good news, I got tons of good bubble wrap. Now, you know, you do pay some premium shipping costs when you purchase stuff through Shop Goodwill. One of the reasons is that if you watched the previous video that I did where I got all these little bitty dolls, this box that these huge dolls are in, I'm sorry, I'm looking at myself instead of the thing, but these dolls are actually in the same size box as the other. Well, it's a little bit wider, just a little bit wider, but not, I would say the same height. Now I'll give another 10 inches wider. But anyway, but these are much bigger dolls. I don't feel any damage. Oh, she's got a pacifier in her hand, which is weird because she doesn't have a pacifier in her mouth. I don't know if you noticed, this is a sitting doll, you can see, or floppy. See how floppy the legs are, which is kind of weird. So let me get her in a little closer. Oh, she's just got a really cute big face. Yeah, these really have no resale value because of their nasty, nasty clothes, but looks like she's got some on her body. She also has some tears, so she's going to need a lot of mending anyway. So that's why I picked these up just to make zombies out of. Now this is a pretty big load of dolls, by the way. I'm a little worried because at this point I've had them for like a week. They'd never believe me if they were not working. I had to trust them on that. We had a lot of shipments, a lot of stuff come in when I was gone. My husband had ordered parts for his Jeep, or as we normally refer to it as our dog Dash's Jeep. So they were piled up in my foyer, and I really couldn't get to these dolls. So here's a cute little boy. He feels pretty solid. I'm gonna take his little sock off. So they got really cute details on their feet. They're a really nice sculpt, kind of lacking some detail, but when you go back and paint, I can add more detail. This is the same face as this little, these like twins. I have the twin faces here. You can see that. Zoom in. I don't know. And it's kind of funny because I mean, people are like, well, they're just not my thing. I'm not into the porcelain dolls. Even less are people into the zombie babies. I'll have to insert a picture here if I can find it. It's my first zombie doll that I did gory. I haven't done any gory ones since, except for my Barbie. Insert photo here. My Barbie was pretty creepy, but that's the story behind, sorry, noise. Story behind that is that I bought a bunch of Barbies from this lady at a flea market, always has Barbies. And so when I was walking out of her little booth, there was a trash can and she had thrown away a Barbie that had been chewed on by a rat. And I looked at it, I thought, wow, the body looks really good. I could always salvage it for the body. And then when I kind of gave it a second look, I went, oh my gosh, this is the perfect zombie Barbie. So I'll have to insert photo. It should be in here anyway. Maybe I'll have some close-ups. I don't know if I still have the pictures. They were posted online, so I usually like delete a lot of that stuff. Anyway, this is another, what in the world is this doll wearing? Oh, she has like a little jacket that ties on. She's cute. She's got the open mouth. You know what? She doesn't, one of these dolls came with a pacifier. This one actually has a pacifier mouth. I mean, that's a hole. Wait. Can't get it. Sometimes you can get them to whistle, but this is not whistling. Yeah, it's a big old gaping mouth. Typically what you would do, instead of leaving it as a gaping mouth, you would put felt in there. Some people use like a red or something. Some people put black. It just kind of keeps them behind this big hole that things can crawl in and out of. I don't know. Unless you're going to use a pacifier. So that's, how many big dolls? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big dolls. And I think 1 small one. Oh no, wait, is there something? I have another one. So I got this cute little one. She's just a basic doll, no big deal. Nothing, sorry girl, nothing fancy about you. She's just a cute little girl. Got a cool outfit. That might, put her padding off. Her outfit may be something I could recycle. It's satiny, which I really don't care much for. I like cottons and things that take dye well. That actually takes dye. Ooh, I'm looking, this one arrived. It just in one piece. It's actually another big one. And she has, I think she has some shoes, so that helps save her. You know what I will do, because this is all in my husband's name, I will send them a message saying thank you for doing such a good job on wrapping. Oh my gosh, this doll is so ugly. Sorry. Anyway, her eyes are too close together. She has so much wrong with her. God love her. She's creepy. She is super creepy. So I'm going to show you. That is not a cute doll at all. And these eyes been so close together. That is just weirdness. I don't think people's eyes are that. I think adults' eyes are this close together. Babies usually have eyes that are farther apart. Okay, so I don't know if you followed my other or saw my other videos about buying wigs. This is one of the reasons I try to pick up extra wigs, because this wig is just gone. The problem with these cheap wigs is if you try to brush them, all that hair just comes right out. You can still use this, try to apply the same techniques you would to a rooted doll, and that is to spray it with the fabric softener and water, or people use the warm water. They just all these techniques to get this off. It's just, ooh, and it's not glued on well enough. So it's popping right off. So it's not, see, it just popped right off. Typically not glued on very well, just very common. On a good wig, you don't glue it down anyway. You just pin it to usually styrofoam, not one of these plastic ones. So anyway, so now she's bald, but in a case like this, maybe swap her out with a better wig that actually fits her better. This one doesn't even fit her very well because there's no size. Look at that. Bless your little heart. Let me get your bangs straight. You are something else. I could definitely see doing, you know, if I really wanted to work with her, I should put the Tibetan lamb hair on her and give her that really crazy dip. I even could make her cute. Her eyes are her best feature, or maybe only feature. I can't get a good shot. They're a really golden yellow, kind of creepy looking eye anyway. Now I know why this box was so heavy. So that is my big stash of dolls. Lots of bubble wrap, which is great because I do recycle bubble wrap, obviously. Oh, I heard something. Kind of digging these cardboard things. That really made the box sturdy. Those were good. Hang on to these to do the same thing with. Probably keep them in here. But they did put a lot of a newspaper at the bottom, and I'm sorry, I don't know why I call that newspaper. This brown paper with, I don't know if y'all have seen this stuff. It's like rolled up, and then it's compressed in such a way that it makes this padding. I don't know how, obviously these survived, but this is another issue. You're looking at weight versus something like this in the same similar size, I should say. Double that over. The weight difference is huge, so if you're packing by the weight, these you don't want to use, but if you're packing something to ship FedEx, it's just going to be shipping by the box size anyway. You can, probably afford to put a little extra padding like that in it. Also, I can recycle it because it's recyclable. Anyways, I got me a big old box full of big bubble wrap, the 1-inch bubble wrap, that I can ship other things with, including dolls. And I'm going to have some fun. Right now, unfortunately, they just kind of get tucked away because I have some other projects I'm working on, including 2 creepy clowns and a doll that I didn't get finished last year for 2019. I really want to get those done and on eBay, and when I do that, I will probably post a video about that as well. So anyway, thank you for sitting through this and watching this fun little unboxing and my story about how I got blocked on Goodwill. ShopGoodwill.com. Anyway, visit ShopGoodwill.com for opportunities to get a lot of items in bulk. Typically, that auction, things will sell for more money than what you would have to pay on eBay. Say for items like Legos are really hot there, so the prices go up. Willow, I collect the, wow, I can't even think of the name of the company. Willow. Oh, I love brain fog that comes with fibromyalgia. I think it's Willow Tree, but that doesn't sound right. But the figures, I collect some of those only if they apply to why I collect them. And those go for a lot. So you rarely get a good deal on those. So if you're collecting stuff like that, you might not get a good price. But I found China to be a pretty good price. Obviously porcelain dolls, because nobody collects porcelain dolls but me. There are some very good quality porcelain dolls. American Girl dolls. So many, and the prices vary. I mean, they start off pretty low, but then you get in these bidding wars. So I'm just saying. And I don't know, it's just a fun place to go look for more stuff. So if you like shopping for stuff and leisurely sitting on your couch, watching Netflix, that's the best place to shop. So, thank you for watching.